What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another Legion Go video, this time with another Legion Space update. And this doesn't appear to be a huge update to me from what I'm seeing, but we're going to go in and take a look at what I've noticed and some problems that I still have as far as that goes. And of course, Cyberpunk got its FSR 3 update, so we're testing that as well. That'll be in a future video. If we go over here, though, to the website for support for the Legion Go, and we check for these updates, they're not here yet. BIOS is still the July 35 that I covered, which is a much better BIOS than the 32 version that we had before. As far as graphics drivers, unfortunately, nothing updated there just yet here or in my space, and we really do need new graphics drivers for these games that have been coming out. Nothing there for that. And then for Legion Space, no update as far as the website. However, when I opened up my Legion Go today, I did get the Legion Space update and was able to check that out. So if you just open up Legion Space, it should queue the update if it's rolled out in your area. Now, I didn't see any real differences inside of Legion Space in comparison to what we had before when we got the UI overhaul. Everything basically looks like it's the same when it comes to this in here. Hopefully they've smoothed some things out, but I am having some other issues and bugs that we always have had since this update. Now, as far as getting into performance, again, I've heard some people already say online that maybe this has boosted the fan speeds a little bit. That would be fine because we do have thermal issues with the Legion Go still since some of the past updates. But yeah, other than that, I'm not really seeing any other changes in here. And if I go into my disk and drives to check for updates for the Legion Go, nothing's going to pop up here either. I'm running on all the newest official stuff here. I don't sideload anything hardly ever on the channel. I like to test these devices for you guys as they are from the manufacturer and their updates. So that's what we're running on here, fully updated. But yeah, nothing popped up in there for me. So just a Legion Space update for me here, and nothing changed over into quick access except for the one major change, which we'll get into here in just a minute. But as I scrolled through and looked at all the different tabs to see if there was anything different, I didn't notice anything. You guys definitely let me know in the comments if I miss anything, because I'd certainly like to know. But if we go to custom TDP now, this is where the real change takes place, and it is a welcome one, especially for someone like me who tests a lot of games, and that's controlling the SPPT, FPPT boost on top of your TDP here, which can really help. The FPPT is your more temporary boost that usually lasts a few seconds. The SPPT is usually the one that can last a few minutes, and then your standard TDP that things will settle to. We're now able to adjust all those to our liking and then just cap things if we want to, which I like to do, so that they don't even boost at all when we're testing games, because that can be a real issue when you're trying to compare 20, 25 watts and that type of thing if it keeps boosting and then not boosting. So definitely a welcome change, definitely something that I like to see here, and it will certainly make a lot of my testing on these games easier. And this is the biggest change and almost the only change I'm really finding when it comes to the Legion Space update. And that's fine. It is definitely a welcome one. Again, you guys got to let me know if there's anything else I'm missing here, and certainly when they put out the official blog about this and the patch notes, we'll take a look at that. And if I did miss anything major, we'll get into it. Now, jumping into Cyberpunk, we're already past the boost point here, and we're just settled in at 25 watts. Yes, the quick access is still a bit clunky and slow, especially in game, but it does work. I haven't had it crash out on me yet with this update. And if we go down here to our custom TDP, this should work just fine. So we can slide this down. Say I want to come down to 20 watts, which is pretty common for me. That's what the performance mode is on the Legion Go. It'll settle at that 20 watts just fine. I can come down to 15, 10, up. This actually worked really well. This slider didn't give me any problems so far with this update. Going all the way up to 30 even, no problem, and it held it just fine. I was able to run around and play, but you certainly are going to kill that battery extremely fast if you're doing that. Even 25 watts kills this battery very quick, but you can do that. And then we can come down here to the FPPT, bring this all the way down, no boosting anywhere, cap that TDP, which is what I like to do, and then you've got that there. So it works really well. Where I still run into a lot of trouble is the quick change of TDP, which I wish worked properly in game, is still giving me a lot of problems where it bugs out, doesn't connect to the software, and then it won't properly change through the different TDPs. You'll see this one here on performance should have settled at 15 watts, but it didn't, because it didn't properly change out of the original silent mode with the button, even though the light changes on the top, and even though all that, it doesn't work. And you can crash out the game. You can have a lot of issues. A lot of times I need to restart the game. In this case, I was able to eventually get the quick access to come up and go in and manually change that TDP here in software. And once you do that, it fixes itself. But that connection of the Legion Space Y button to cycle through those does not work still when it comes to that. I've tested 3 games and they all break on me unless I use the software. So just be aware, If you do have that issue, I'm not saying everyone has this bug, because I think I know a couple people that haven't had as much trouble with that, but it's plagued me for a while. It's still not fixed, so I still have to change TDP modes or performance modes in the software, not with the shortcut buttons. Not the biggest deal in the world, but I would like to see that work more properly. It would be a little easier switching really quickly and testing and all of that. But otherwise, that's all the real changes I'm seeing. That is a welcome change to the ability to change the boost modes in the TDP there. Again, the slider seems to be working great for any TDP I want to pick or boost, but those shortcuts aren't working that great. Again, let me know if you guys know of any changes I've missed here. We'll certainly keep an eye on it. Thanks a lot for coming and check out the video as always. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.